be a separate trial for Ramsey's CWA. If the prosecutors decide to indict him, it's going to be a separate trial, which means he would be stuck in Korea even longer. Probably what will happen is he'll be sentenced, and then while he's, in jail, he'll be hit with this new one. So when he comes up to testify, he'll be dragged.
Well, if Johnny Somali goes to prison, right, it's not going to be like years and years upon years. It's going to be like a few months. I'll be like, all right, that part of my part is done. I'm moving to China.
Guys, we've got some big updates about Johnny Somali and Hank Yu. Yes, you heard that right. According to reports from reliable sources, Johnny Somali is now facing the possibility of new charges. His trial is scheduled for the last week of October, but as we've seen before, every time a new court date approaches, new investigations seem to pile up. Now, it's happening again. Allegedly, new evidence has surfaced that could add even more years to Johnny Somali's prison time. And that's not all. We've also got some shocking information about the personal relationship between Hank Yu and Johnny Somali. What's going on between them right now will absolutely shock you. Stay tuned, because I'm going to break down the proof and show you exactly what's happening. Let's get started. As you might know, Hank Yu had lied about Johnny Somali even before, saying he actually did not know about Johnny Somali and did not want to involve himself in Johnny Somali's trial.
I cannot even involve myself in
Oh, I see.
Johnny's trial.
Later, we found out that Johnny Somali and Hank Yu were manipulating the situation. They actually lied about everything, and Hank was at the court of Johnny Somali's trial.
And that he still actually lives at Hank's house. Because Hank is going on to say, oh, Johnny does not live with me, I do not help Johnny anymore, I'm not associated with him anymore. Apparently that's not true.
But now their relationship is not good. Yes, as you know, Hank Yu is now not in a good financial position to support Johnny Somali. What is the proof? Johnny Somali is once again back on YouTube, as he started posting crime videos of himself. I will tell you that later. But why is Johnny Somali doing that? Remember Hank Yu said before, if Johnny Somali is going to jail, he will directly go to China, and all his connections with Johnny Somali will be gone.
So if Johnny Somali goes to prison, what are you going to do with your life? Are you going to then spend the rest of your life trying to get him out, because it's liberty, it's free speech, or are you going to focus on something else?
Well, if Johnny Somali goes to prison, right, it's not going to be like years and years upon years. It's going to be like a few months. I'll be like, all right, that part of my part is done. I'm moving to China.
What? Guys, did you hear that? Hank Yu said he will move to China while Johnny Somali is in prison, and he's saying that Johnny Somali will just face jail time of 2 to 3 months or less than 1 year, while legal experts are saying Johnny Somali could face exactly 12 years in prison. But now Hank Yu is saying Johnny Somali will just face 2 to 3 months. Does that make any sense? Guys, let me know. Johnny Somali probably knows deep down that Hank Yu is actually not helping him if he ends up in prison and needs a way to get out. That's why Johnny Somali is now back on streaming, re-uploading videos on YouTube to make some money to survive. Now here's the big news. While Johnny Somali is dreaming of survival, South Korean authorities are back with more charges. Yes, new evidence has been found that could lead to new charges against Johnny Somali. The ongoing investigation is also bringing more bad news for him. I'll tell you about that, but first watch this video of harassment on the bus. The reckless things Johnny Somali did on a South Korean bus, which could also be considered as more charges for obstruction of business.
I just say, shut up, okay? Yes. Shut up. No English, Francois. French. I speak French. Okay. This is the most awkward bus ride ever. We gotta go. Sorry, it's my ringtone. I don't know English. France, you speak French? I don't know what's going on. Okay, let's get off. Bro, we gotta get off. Can you open the door?
Just imagine how reckless he was. He was charged for North Korean propaganda on the bus. Just imagine, that can be considered the same charge in his next trial, and the same consequences could happen to Johnny Somali now. As you know, Johnny Somali's new crime investigation is still going on. South Korea is now making some news videos go viral which can fully ruin Johnny Somali's life, where they are showing Johnny Somali proposing something bad to South Korean girls, but it was too shady. Just watch her.
How old are you?
Circle wouldn't ask their age. Circle wouldn't ask their age.
How much? How old?
Well, she know English.
How much? 18? Perfect. Perfect. Come with us. Come on, hoes. Come on. 18. Come on.
Come on.
You're too old. Too old. Too old. These are too old. Too old.
Did you hear what Johnny Somali said? I want to ask you guys, how would you feel if Johnny Somali said something like that in front of you? Because it's completely disrespectful. And if Johnny Somali is not held accountable for this, then there's nothing more to say about the South Korean authorities. As they're now bringing more charges against Johnny Somali, maybe this could also be added as a new charge. Because the way he disrespected and harassed public life multiple times is really shocking, and he should be held accountable for it. Now you can see another video where Johnny Somali is harassing a younger boy in South Korea. So now even the younger people are not safe from him.
We are kick streamer. I am kick streamer. You're kick streamer.
Bro, one second. He actually looks scared, bro. No lie.
Okay, hold on. Boomy, please. Boomy. Boomy, please.
He said he's calling the police.
Call police, Boomy. Call 112. Call police, Boomy. Call now 112. Call the police.
Your phone about to die, bro.
It's okay. Boomy, call the police. Call the police, please, Boomy. 112, call the police, Boomy. Keep that calm. You are my streamer. Can you give me a hug, then I go? Can you give me a hug? I need to Boomy. Why? Why?
Did you see how dangerous that harassment was? If this kind of behavior is not submitted to court as evidence, then what should be? Definitely, the court now needs to make sure this is accepted as evidence so Johnny Somali can face more charges. Now, you may already know Johnny Somali is facing another new charge under the Child Welfare Act, as Legal Mindset mentioned before. This evidence could also be added to that case. You can even hear it from Legal Mindset.
Child Welfare Act. Here's the good news. The good news is it is still going on. There's an ongoing investigation for the Child Welfare Act. That's still happening. So this is still a very, very, very real charge. It's something that's coming. It's something that's going to go on. So understand that. However, we have new information. In this case, we have an indication, and I'm not going to say exactly how, but that it will be a separate trial for Ramsey's CWA if the prosecutors decide to indict him. Now, we don't know yet whether he will be indicted. He has not been indicted yet, which means the prosecutors have not officially charged him yet. They're still investigating. But if that happens, it's going to be a separate trial, which means he would be stuck in Korea even longer.
As you heard from Legal Mindset, Johnny Somali could now be completely stuck in Korea if all these charges are proven against him. And definitely there's nothing to defend him when all the evidence shows Johnny Somali committing crimes and even admitting to them in a sense. So if he doesn't plead guilty, he could also face massive backlash. So guys, after watching the full video, what do you actually think? If Hank Yu does not support him in the future after Johnny Somali goes to prison, is there any chance he could escape, or will this new evidence add additional years to his sentence? What do you want to say about that? Let me know.